Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today what we're going to focus on is how to get the most from ChatGPT. We will go through the problems of ChatGPT, the content market fit as a strategy, how to use AI to improve content with a clear example, and finally the general framework. So the problem is when we decided to recruit someone, and I tried to do my best to make a good job description, a very precise job description, and so that we can recruit them easily. And I've been recruited before. I know how much it's shitty sometimes when you read the job descriptions. However, I got all the application, and the applications for me, let's say it this way, it's below expectation. Do not say it's BS. Because as you can see here, everyone started creating this long emails, writing this long emails thanks to ChatGPT, which is a bit stupid, and you can see the relevance of it. So, as an example, you can see here all the email. It's long, it's whatever, saying all her experience, etc., etc. We did not even ask for a recommendation. I just wanted, just give me the basic things and just send your resume. That's it. And then you can see another example of this, a very similar structure, a very similar things. And at some point, you don't not want to read this. Like, honestly, I don't want to go all of this and read this. This is not interesting. This is not engaging content that will let me accept you in my company. The most important one of them is this one. Great. It's a great email in English, at least, because the job description is in English. But then you can see here the gallery name thing. It's literally copied and pasted from ChatGPT. And then one of the things that you can ask, how can I accept you? How should a company accept someone that don't give any attention to details? This is already your first email, and I don't know why should I accept you. And this is why I decided to create this video. It's basically to help you create how to use ChatGPT and how to create out of ChatGPT the best content ever. A bit of introduction about me. I have an engineering background. I started coding since the age of 15, but then I mostly identify as a slow coder. I believe today with the world, how it have been changed, even though I've been studying AI, I think that coding probably will be removed at some point or will be reduced. Because simply in the next 5 years, probably you will code using your local language. You will use, let's say, if I speak about Arabic, my mother tongue language, probably you will use your local language, your local dialect. The GPT will become better and at understanding your dialect, and from there you just code using that. And ChatGPT, you don't even need to learn English for that. For now, we are just seeing the English part, but I think in the future it's gonna be much great. So the question now, how should you create the best content? So for this, we're gonna use a very existing framework. I really like it. It's made by Colin and Samir and other creators. I really tell you to check them. I've been following them since 5 years, 6 years since they started the channel, and their content have been great. Colin and Samir, if you are watching this, thank you so much for making this public. So the content market fit, see it as a Venn diagram, basically to create the best content. So first, what do you want exactly? What do you want to create as content? The second question that you need to ask is what platform do you want to use? What the platform wants. So if you are using, let's say, YouTube, you probably won't put the same content as in LinkedIn or as in TikTok. It's a very different platform. It's a very different, as Mark Zuckerberg says, social mechanics. Like you cannot use them. If you are using TikTok as an example, probably you will go for short format, etc., etc. And those are things that you need to think about. And finally, what your audience want, because probably, yes, you want to create this piece of content, this platform wants this, but then nobody will watch this. So at that point, you need to think about the audience. And usually in the intersection of all of this, there is the CMF, the content market fit. Now you created content that is purely fitting your market. So how can we do this for AI? How can we do this if our goal is write an email to apply for a job at Google? Let's take the basic example. Let's get back to the chart. So first, what do you want exactly? You want a precise and concise email that talk about your relevant experience. You want to say, how does you match the job, etc., etc., etc. There is also what the platform wants, and usually this is counterintuitive, but if we think about emails, you have a pretty good structure. You know how emails should look like. So probably greetings, introduction, attachment if needed, conclusion, and then signature. It's basically, this is how an email is structured. And then finally, you have what the audience want. Let's say in the case of hiring, you want to showcase that you have a very relevant skill set. You want to do a bit of surprise. You want to show numbers. You want to use also similar jargon. So if you see my job description, how I wrote it, you want to use similar jargon to make me see, oh, they think like me, probably. Probably you want also to be direct and engaging. And finally, you want to create emails that capture attention. So when I see the subject, I say, wait, let me open this. I want to see it. So you don't really want to stop there. You want to see how can you use external input. Because ChatGPT as it is, it's good. It's a great large language model. But one of the issues that it does not have your background. They don't know about your background. Probably they don't know about other things. So what we're gonna use is basically as if we are pre-training the model or making it very specific for our use case. So first, we're gonna use our resume. We're gonna probably upload our resume if you are using ChatGPT Plus, or if you are using GPT 3.5, you are not paying for the subscription. What you can do is just do Control A, select all the text, and then just paste it there, and then say to them, here is my resume. As simple as it is. It's a very easy trick to play around. Then probably you want to say, here is my previous work also. Here is my consultant profile if you have one. Here is my personal website. Here is my LinkedIn, etc., etc., etc. Again, you don't need to pay for this. If you don't want to pay, or if you have a limitation of paying, if you want just to test this, just what you can do, Control A, select everything, give it to ChatGPT. As easy as it is. Life is very simple. The other thing that is usually get forgotten, usually people do this. This step is very, in a way, is a very simple step. But then usually people forgot this. Give the company details. So showcase the company details, give them the company profile if there is, give them the job description, make it very specific. Give ChatGPT, give it context. Like you cannot expect from ChatGPT to give you the best content if you are not given the best input. And usually my ex-professor was saying this, garbage in, garbage out. So make sure that you are not putting garbage before. So this is an example of how can a prompt be. Enhance this by GPT Prompt Perfect. If you are paying for the premium subscription of ChatGPT, you can use this. GPT Prompt Perfect helps you create the prompts. I usually try to switch that. I usually try to change it a bit so it becomes much more easy, even for GPT. I don't believe that Prompt Perfect is the best. I think it's a good enough option for people who don't know how to write prompts. So this is an example of how can we do this. So first, hello ChatGPT, just to be nice. And then I'm seeking your assistance in crafting an email. So first, we are introducing what we want exactly from this. We want to craft an email. I will be sending to the HR department at Google. So great, now ChatGPT knows exactly that you are sending this to HR department at Google. At least you have something there. As part of my job application. So it's a job application. Great, amazing. Then the next step, you're gonna say, I would like to utilize the information from my resume, You uploaded already your resume, you are supposed to be, and then act like me to compose the email. So they need to act like you, they need to use your voice. And then it's crucial that the wording mirrors that of Google employees. So you are not just acting like me, but you also use similar wording to what Google employees want to hear. And then you need to also highlight my key skills effectively. So please make sure to highlight my key skills for this job description. Probably you should have uploaded your job description prior to this prompt. And then finally to in a way, to not use the same, in a way, ChatGPT things, make sure to keep it short, precise, and concise. There is also another GPT prompt that I use. Don't use pompous word. Please make it jargon-free. Please make it direct. Please make it very, very precise and concise, etc., etc. I usually try to do this. A bonus point, sometimes what I do is basically, I would write, feel free to add, remove, restructure, or even feel creative. This is for me, it's a winning prompt because it makes my life easier. It makes ChatGPT go fully in, creative, etc., etc. So usually this is how it works. Probably you can test this. I tested this before, and you can test this and see how much it's gonna give you better insights, better results. So how can you do this for everything? This is not, I don't want to give you only the framework to just do it with email. How can you do this for any content, for any piece of content? So first, again, we get back to the content market fit. What do you want? What's your goal? What the platform wants? Already, by the way, large language model already know what the platform wants, what YouTube wants, etc., etc. It have been trained on that. This is part of their data. But don't forget, if there is new trends, don't forget to tell them that there is new trends. Hey, ChatGPT, there is this new trend of people saying random BS on TikTok. Okay, tell them this trend so they know exactly what they are talking about. They know exactly how to be part of that trend. If you want to go further, if you want to be more strategic, what you should do is basically giving them content about that trend. And then finally, you need to precise your audience as much as you can. You need to give them, to give the AI, you need to give it the best, like this is whom this content would be. And this would give them basically a simple persona of what they should look for. And then this is how it becomes AI friendly, kind of. So for this, what you should do is give the external content. Make sure to give the relevant background information. If you are creating a YouTube video, say to ChatGPT, hey, I'm creating this. It's part of As an example, I usually write essays, and I give also my previous essays for ChatGPT. Probably it can understand what I've been working on. Me, I can't know it. We give them the relevant. And finally, you need to define new trends when needed. And for this, the output should be winning content. Of course, there is good and bad things. Yes, that's for sure. But at least you optimized the content for the best. Thank you so much, guys. Please make sure to subscribe. If you have other tricks about ChatGPT, about Gemini, about Bard, ChatGPT, Gemini, if you have anything, please feel free to keep it in the comment section. I would be glad to hear from you. Again, I'm just a guy testing LLMs. Thank you so much.